You know, I'm beginning to enjoy this. The Power Ponies have to stop the maniac, or Metropolis is doomed!
Check out my new calculator. It's solar-powered. What is energy? Energy is the ability to do work. Many cars burn gasoline for energy, and electricity is a form of energy we use in our homes. Sources of energy can be non-renewable or renewable. What are non-renewable sources of energy? Fossil fuels are fuels formed in the earth and made from the remains of plants and animals. Fossil fuels take millions of years to form, so they aren't easily or quickly made. Coal is a type of rock that burns easily. Some power plants burn coal to generate or make electricity. Petroleum is a type of oil found deep underground. We use it to make gasoline and to heat our homes. We also use petroleum in tons of other ways, including to make plastic. Natural gas is also found in the earth. Many homes use natural gas and rely on it for heat. Billions of people around the world rely on fossil fuels, and we're using them faster than they can be replaced. Non-renewable energy includes forms of energy that cannot be replaced easily once they are used. Burning fossil fuels also causes pollution and other problems. Renewable forms of energy are cleaner and friendlier to the environment. What are renewable forms of energy? Renewable energy includes forms of energy that can be replaced easily. People have been using wind and water for hundreds of years to run mills. Now we use wind to generate electricity to power communities. Dams use the energy of flowing water to generate electricity. Hydroelectric energy is a renewable source. Wind and water power are both renewable sources of energy. Solar power uses the sun's energy to generate electricity. More and more buildings are using solar power today. Even satellites and the International Space Station run on solar power. Another renewable source is geothermal energy. Temperatures get very, very hot deep underground. You can see steam and hot water escape through geysers. We can use Earth's heat to generate electricity. It's important to conserve or save energy. How can we conserve energy? We can save energy by turning off lights when we don't need them. We can also use special light bulbs that use up less energy. We can open windows instead of running air conditioners, and put on a sweater and lower the heater. To conserve fossil fuels, we can use public transportation like buses and trains. We can carpool together, ride bikes, or walk. We use energy to make everything, so we have to make smart decisions about what we buy and use. Disposable items are things you only use once. We can save a lot of energy by getting reusable items. We can choose to get items that use less packaging to conserve energy too. Some batteries are disposable, which means you can't reuse them. We can get rechargeable batteries so we can keep using them over and over. My calculator runs on solar power, so it's better than using disposable batteries too. You run on wind power? It's not very windy in here, Moby. Moby? Which scientists are the best listeners? Engine ears! No, it's not an earthquake. It's just some big trucks passing by. What is an earthquake? The Earth is made of different layers. The core is at the center, and the mantle is in the middle. The outermost layer is the crust, which is the layer we live on. The crust is divided into different plates, or large areas. Not exactly, Moby. Tectonic plates lie underneath the continents and oceans. The tectonic plates push against each other very, very, very slowly. The plates have been pushing against each other for millions and millions of years. Sometimes the plates slip and cause an earthquake. During an earthquake, the land shakes. Earthquakes can cause the ground to break down and damage roads and buildings. Sometimes earthquakes cause landslides, which happen when large pieces of land break off and slide down hills or mountains. Earthquakes can seem a little scary, but earthquakes happen every day. You just can't feel most of them. Most are pretty small, though, and many of them happen deep in the ocean. Cool! What is a volcano? A volcano is an opening in the Earth's crust that allows melted rock, ash, and gases to come up. Magma is molten or melted rock. Magma comes up from the mantle and erupts through the crust. When magma reaches the surface, it's called lava. The volcano spits out burning hot lava, ash, and gases. The lava flows down, cools, and turns into rock. Cooled lava can form hills and change the way land looks. Sometimes lava can form islands, like Hawaii. Most volcanoes are not active, and some will never erupt. Volcanoes are important because they bring rich soil, which is good for growing crops. Some volcanoes are even underwater. Earthquakes and volcanic eruptions in the ocean can cause tsunamis. A tsunami is a big wave in the sea. The wave can travel across the ocean and break on a coast. A tsunami can cause floods and damage land. What is a flood? A flood happens when water flows into an area that's usually dry. If there's too much rain, a stream or river can overflow its banks and flood the area around it. Floods can cause a lot of problems in communities. A hurricane is a powerful storm with very strong winds and a lot of rain, and it can cause floods. In many parts of the world, there are floods every rainy season. The floods are natural and bring rich soil to the area, which help farmers grow crops. Wildfires also bring rich soil. What are wildfires? A wildfire is a large fire that spreads quickly in the countryside or in the wilderness. Wildfires can be caused by people, but they can also be caused in natural ways. In big wildfires, many animals can lose their homes. After wildfires are gone, they can leave behind rich soil. Then, new plants have a chance to grow and animals can move back. Earth is always changing. Sometimes these changes are slow, and other times they're fast. But most of the time we don't even notice these changes. I definitely noticed those changes. Which kind of dinosaur never gave up? The Triceratops.